Welcome everyone. In this video, let's look into our day 5 of the professional course. This day 5 course is divided into 8 different sections. In this, we'll be looking into section 4, which is video walkthrough. See, in our previous onboarding course, we talked in detail about your perspective renders, your panorama, and your 720 vs, right? In today's session, we'll be talking about another type of render, which is your video walkthrough. Yes, in NAADI, you can even generate the video walkthrough for your projects. So for that, in your main modeling window, first click on this image/video. Shortcut is Alt 0. This will open up your main rendering window, right? And here on the top, you can toggle between different types of renders. And here, can you see you have something called video. And here in NAADI, when it comes to video walkthroughs, there are actually two methods of creating it. In that, the method one is your manual method. For that, you can just click on this video tab here, and this will open up your method one of your video walkthrough, where on the left you can just set your aspect ratio, resolution, and don't worry, if you've already created a real-time rendering template for your project based on our previous session, it will automatically be saved. Can you see? Your real-time rendering templates created for your projects will be saved here. You could even use it for your video rendering process too. But this first method here, like I said, it is a manual method where the camera movement and angle, everything need to be manually directed for each and every clip, like your conventional rendering engines. But in this session, we'll be talking about the method 2, which is an efficient way of creating your video walkthrough, which is using your template. Yes, in NAADI, we have even created different video templates for your project. You can have a preview of it, and if you really like the output, you can even apply the same video template for your project and get your renders. And doing so, you don't have to worry about manually setting up each and every camera movement, angle, position. All those things will be automatically taken care by the video template you're applying. So for that, first just click on this video template process in your main rendering window, and this will open up your list of video templates which are available in NAADI. In this, if you really want to preview a template, just click on that template. You can have a glance at it, and if you really like that template, on the right here in that selected template, can you see something called aspect ratio, right? You can define the aspect ratio. For this template, it's available in 2 aspect ratio. One is 16:9 and 9:16, landscape and portrait mode, which is suitable for majority of the digital displays. Apart from that, here you have something called light. Please don't click on this replace. Okay, this light is nothing but the real-time rendering template what we selected. Okay, we already created a real-time rendering template and we selected it. Let that be selected. Please don't replace that rendering template. But if you want to go for a quick rendering template which is provided by NAADI, in that case you can just click on replace, and it will ask you to select your suitable template here. You can click it and you can get it done. But since we already applied a real-time rendering template for this project, I'm not going to change it. Let this be the same. And while going through this preview, you would have heard a music along with this video, right? If you want to apply the same music to your project, then you can also toggle on the music too. But if you don't want any music, you can toggle it off. It will only show you a video preview. In my case here, I want both the overlay and music to be in my video walkthrough. I'm just toggling both the options. Once that is done, just underneath it will ask you for what are all the spaces you would like to apply this template. Yes, you can even define the space for which this template need to be applied in. In my case here, I want this template to be applied only for my core spaces, which is nothing but my bedroom, living, dining and kitchen. Apart from this, if there are any other spaces which are selected, you can just click on it to deselect it. If it is deselected, it will look gray in color. If it is selected, it will have a blue tint added for that space. In my case here, only my core spaces are selected. Once that is done, at the bottom here you have something called generate preview, right? Click it. And now the selected template will be applied for the selected spaces in your project, and it will show you a quick preview of how that video template would look if it is applied to your project. And once the model is loaded for your preview, if you click on play, Can you see here how that selected template is precisely applied to your project? And you would notice only the spaces what we selected will be visible in this video walkthrough. Can you see here? So this is how you can quickly select a video template and apply to your project. Now what if you want to edit this video template? There might be scenarios like you might want to do some micro editing with regards to camera movement or just some camera position also, right? In those cases, on top right of the preview, can you see there is something called edit video? Click it. And now the selected video template which is applied for your project will be dissected into different clips here. And for each and every clip, you should be able to change the camera angle, camera position and movement too. Can you see here the applied video template is dissected into 6 different clips here. Okay, so this was the clip which was focusing on that kitchen shot. And this one was the clip focusing on the dining. And this one is for the bedroom. This one is for the living room. And this one is the TV unit shot. And last is your parallel shot covering the couch and your dining. And in this, if you want to make some edits here, you can do that too. So here in my case here for this 4th clip, I personally feel that the camera is somewhat near the couch. I want to move this camera away from this couch region. So for that, I can just click on the starting frame of that clip 4. And just like how you would usually control your camera by pressing WSAD, QE and using your mouse, you can do that. So in my case here, I want this camera to move away from the couch. So I can press yes in my keyboard so that my camera will move away. Can you see here? So let my starting frame of the clip 4 be set at this point. And now once the starting frame is set, now I can click on the ending frame. So this is what the ending frame is. And I can even move that too. I can even control the changes too. Can you see here? I'm using my WSAD to control the position. And once you edited your starting frame and the ending frame of a specific clip, the tool will automatically create a transition connecting these 2 frames. So now can you see here? Starting frame transitioning towards the ending frame. This way you should be able to precisely define the starting frame and the ending frame for each and every clip, based on which the tool will automatically create a smooth transition. And apart from your camera position and angle, you could also control the FOV of the specific frame, which is nothing but your field of view. We would have talked in detail about this in our previous session, right? And if you want, you can even adjust the clipping too. Yes, clipping toggle is also feasible for your video walkthrough. So if you're setting up a frame in a narrow space, something like bathroom or walk-in wardrobe or storage spaces, you could use this clipping and set a perfect frame for that clip. And apart from that, you have camera correction, which is nothing but your perspective correction. Make sure this is always toggled on for both the frames here. And in addition to that will be your camera height. You can even define the height of the camera for each and every frame of a clip. And once you edited your video walkthrough apply through template, and if you're finally okay with the preview, then click on create videos on the top right, and now it will ask you to select the resolution for your videos. So you have your 480p, 720 and 1080p as well. The lowest is 480p and the highest is 1080p, and this 1080p is nothing but your 1920 x 1820, which is typically your 2K render. And here you would notice for your 1080p you have 2 options here. One is called 1080p normal and another one is your 1080p ultimate, right? Technically from the resolution point of view, both are same. Both are 1080p video renders only. But this one here is a 24-hour render, which means this one is an overnight, during the night time, where generally the server loads a bit low, right? During the time it will render your videos and it will show you your output in the morning. So if you really have a time for a walkthrough, you can go for your ultimate 180p. But if you want to generate a quick walkthrough, something like within a span of 20 minutes or 30 minutes, then I would recommend you to either select your 180p here or 720 or 480p. All these are on-spot renders, but this one is an overnight render. And once you select a resolution, just click on confirm. That's it. Your video walkthrough, what we edited from applying the template, is on the rendering process. So this is how quick you should be able to select a template, apply this for your project, edit it based on your requirement and get it for the rendering. And this template, what we look now, is just a single template. This way you have different types of template here. For example, if you just select this template, can you see how interesting the template was? Yes, if you apply this template, all your public library models will appear from nowhere, just like what you had a glance in the template. Okay, so this is another different type of a template. If you really like this, same process, select the aspect ratio and select the post effect and select the spaces for which you would like to apply this template and click on generate preview so that you can have a preview of that template applied to your project. If you want, you can edit it and finally set it for the renders. Apart from that, there is also another interesting so this way you have different templates of different nature. You can have a preview of each and everything here and select your preferred one, apply this for your project, edit it and take it for the render. So with this, your section 4 of the day 5 professional course is completed.